I, like probably many others, would like to make a comment about this decision by the Supreme Court for homosexual marriage. Um, I prayed about this first. Um, if it were just a case of equal rights, that would be one thing. Marriage came about in the United States as a legal institution because people were marrying, and I guess they wanted to have a legal reason why an official status, why how if somebody dies or if there's a divorce or whatever, what happens to the possessions and to the children and everything. So marriage was around before it was ever legalized in the United States. I think a lot of people don't realize that. Marriage was a custom of the people, and for legal reasons, apparently they wanted to make it a legal status. But it's important to realize marriage was first a religious institution signifying commitment between two people, and divorce has sullied and just humanity has sullied what marriage is supposed to be. Now we have this alternative marriage. I never heard anything I never heard any talk about homosexual marriage or gay marriage when I was growing up. They didn't have it. My grandmother once said, next thing you know, they'll be wanting to get married. Interesting. And from what I heard, they were saying they don't want to get married. They're running away from traditional relationships, and they don't want to get married. But marriage starts out to be is a religious thing, and homosexuality in Christianity is not a religious thing. It's the idea that you're committing to one another, and this concept of gay marriage, you have to put gay before it or homosexual before it for people to understand what you're talking about in this case, because it is not traditional regular marriage. And I don't see a reason to be traditional in every way. I'm very untraditional in a lot of ways. I get together for a Christmas celebration, but I don't believe Christmas is a holiday to be celebrated. We get together, but not on Christmas Day. Same thing with my birthday. Same thing with other people's birthday in my family. I don't get together for that. But it's not about traditions one way or the other. It's about what's right and what's wrong. Homosexuality was considered to be wrong in the Bible. And if we want to say we're a pluralistic society, then why do we have marriage anyway? I mean, marriage, or regular marriage, or what is traditionally called marriage, has been sullied by people too. But this homosexual marriage, this gay marriage, is a farce. It is not what it is supposed to be. And I'm sure many people will say things similar to what I just said. But, I mean, it's not really, I'm not really interested in putting down homosexual people, gay people. I don't see that there's a reason to. Everybody sins, or everybody has sinned. If they're old enough, they're the age old enough to have sinned, they have sinned. I don't see a point for going after this particular sin. or going after people who participate in this particular sin. I don't see that there's a point for harassing people. But the important thing is the Supreme Court, whether you're for it or against it, the Supreme Court has made, I think in God's estimation, a move towards more and more perversity. We will probably see in our lifetimes people marrying their dogs. And somebody might say, well, that's a debasement of what this is. Well, I'm not saying that it's not. I think that homosexual marriage is better than marrying your dog for sure. And for people that want to marry their sexual partner, congratulations. Have a good time. I'm glad that you're getting what you want. But this is not what God intended. I mean, we should take off in God we trust, apparently, from our money. It's saying the God Satan, I think, anyway. I believe it's in God Satan, and Satan we trust. I believe that was never my God. The real people at fault here are the Supreme Court and the people pushing society to more and more degradation. Those are the people at fault. Not necessarily the people that want to get married, if they're homosexual, want to get married by what this new definition of marriage is. It's not really saying, it's not really picking on them, but it's picking on these people that have made the decision to legalize it. Because we've made the decision to be away from my God and on behalf of the God of this world, Satan. That's the big thing, is we're moving towards more and more perversity in this country, and people will probably marry their dogs and their cats in the future. Of course, people already are with animals, sexually. People already have sex with animals. So, but my objection is legitimizing this thing, because marriage was, I think, something originally to clear up the legal disputes around people getting married religiously. Marriage was originally religious. This thing, gay marriage, is not religious, it is secular. And giving it a legal status that is based on religion, or that would supposedly was based on religion, or that was based on religion, or the straight counterpart of that, which was based on religion, is a mockery. They're mocking Christian marriage. Marriage was supposed to be a religious thing or a commitment to someone. This is a mockery of that. All right, I guess I've said all I want to say. God bless you. And for people that are happy with this decision, God bless you. I wish that it makes you happy. And for people who are against it, I'm against it.